Well, hi, everybody. Welcome. I can't believe it. We're all here. This is my very first Shindig, and I got to tell you, this is pretty darned exciting because I've heard all about it. I get to see who some of you are, and I have to tell you, it's a thrill because I've been wondering, are there real people out there? I know you spoke about Cabin in the Sky and Stormy Weather, but what was another great African-American movie of the 30s? Wow. You know what? Unfortunately, I wish I could say that there were a whole lot more. There was the one about Bill Robinson, and that was about it. They really did not do a whole lot. That's why it was such a big deal that we had Hallelujah, Cabin in the Sky, and Stormy Weather.
I was wondering if there's information which highlights those different levels of musical theater that are mentioned in a lot of these early musicals, even Singing in the Rain.
A full Broadway show, of course, happens in particular theaters that are guided by equity rules that happen in particular square miles of New York City. And down in the Village area, there are some that are connected to. And then there are smaller theaters that are off Broadway that are guided by other rules that you can have equity people working there or non-equity people there or something like that.
I just wanted to talk about Technicolor versus black and white. I think when you look at even some of the more modern musicals that are in a 70s or an 80s or a current color stock style, they just have a very different feel to them. Do you have any comments on that?
What I think we always have to remember is we're not doing real life with film. We're doing a representation of someone's image. Black and white is one way of presenting the world, and the way you light it, and the way you do the structure of it, and what you see on the screen, which we call mise-en-scène, is one image that you can do, and you can light it in certain ways and do shadow and change, and the same is with color. There are times I prefer black and white, but it's all artificial.
I'm wondering why there wasn't more inclusion of Rodgers and Hammerstein, because I know I have played in a lot of musicals and done in school, it was very hard to get Rodgers and Hammerstein stuff, and I'm just wondering why there wasn't more of that in the course.
So this is really, really easy to answer. Can you name any songwriters in musicals that anybody's heard of more than Rodgers and Hammerstein?
When I was reviewing the material for the week 3 quiz, I noticed again the emphasis on the ensemble, people working together, how, except for Gene Kelly, everybody was supposed to conform to certain ideas. And it suddenly dawned on me that this is like communism.
So the difference was the team working together to serve just a small team, not the state, not the government. We came together as a nation for World War II, and that worked so well. And now we're rebuilding our country. It wasn't to serve the government, it was to serve community.
I just feel like this class in itself was a great distraction for me. Instead of focusing on the news cycle and looking at my news feed on my phone every day, I've been watching great musicals and watching your lectures. And so I just want to thank you for providing this nice distraction, which I think is really needed right now.
Thank you all. This has been the world's largest study hall. So on behalf of Turner Classic Movies, Canvas Network, and Ball State University, we will say Vanessa's catchphrase and see you at the movies.